Welcome to the Next Level Weekend Podcast, where we tap into the smartest reviews, deepest insights, and the most fun corners of mobile gaming. I'm your host, and today we're taking you on a wild ride through the magical and sometimes maddening world of Idle Theme Park Tycoon by Codigames.
It's a big one. Definitely a game a lot of people have played.
It really is. And this isn't just a game review. We see it as, well, a roller coaster of progress, prestige, and yes, profits. But is it still actually fun in 2025? Or has it become more of a pay-to-play grind? That's what we want to find out. Let's dive in.
Yeah, let's unpack it, because it's fascinating how these idle games, games designed for less active play, manage to get millions hooked.
Right. And generate such strong feelings, both good and bad.
Exactly. So we'll be looking at that balance, or maybe imbalance, between growth and how they make money. Does it hold up as a fun experience long term?
Okay, let's start with the basics then. So Idle Theme Park Tycoon. It's mobile, iOS, Android.
Yep. And it's from Codigames. They're based in Spain. And you probably know their other Tycoon stuff like Idle Supermarket or Hotel Empire.
Right, they have a style.
They do. And the core idea here is growth, scaling up. You start with, basically nothing, a tiny park.
Just a patch of land.
Pretty much. And the goal is building this huge theme park empire, adding rides, fixing up the food stalls, better parking.
The essentials.
Investing in marketing, unlocking different themed parks as you go.
And those themes sound pretty cool. The sources mention Aqua Park, Terra Park, Candy Park. What about the newer stuff? Any big 2025 updates we should know about?
Yeah, definitely. For 2025, they added Mythological Park and Medieval Park. Keeps things fresh.
Ooh, medieval. I like that.
And new water rides too, Fast Slide, Jungle River Ride, plus this arcade center thing for mini games and daily challenges. So they are adding content.
Okay, so there's stuff being added. How does that all fit into the actual day-to-day gameplay? It sounds, on the surface anyway, pretty simple. Build a ride, upgrade it, make more money faster.
Hire managers to automate things?
Right. Hire managers, earn money even when you're offline, the idle part.
Yeah.
And then you reset, start a new park, but you get better multipliers.
Exactly. And that reset, that's actually a really big sticking point for a lot of players.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, if you think about it, every new park means a complete restart. You lose everything you just built. You can't go back and finish off that park you poured hours into.
Oh.
We saw this quote from one user. It really summed it up. Fun at first, but why force us to restart every time? I just finished building my dream park.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like building this amazing Lego creation and then immediately having to smash it to start a new one.
Kind of, yeah. It feels less like progress and more like, losing your work undermines that sense of accomplishment.
Definitely. But okay, despite that, the ratings are still pretty high initially, aren't they? Like 4.6 on iOS, 4.1 on Android, tons of reviews.
Huge numbers.
So what are people liking at the start? What hooks them?
Well, the feedback is consistent there. People love the addictive loop, that feeling of constant small upgrades. The 3D graphics are nice. The themes are creative.
Easy controls too, I bet.
Yep, very intuitive. And crucially, early on, the ads feel optional. You can watch them for boosts, but you don't have to at first.
At first. There's the catch. Because the sources suggest things change, right? Satisfaction drops off as you get into the mid-game.
Big time. That's where what you called the idle trap really snaps shut. The grind kicks in hard.
What did that actually look like? What's the grind?
It means the upgrade costs just explode. Suddenly you need billions or even these crazy numbers like non-millions for just one upgrade on one ride.
Non-millions is a lot of zeros.
It's astronomical. And it's a common tactic in these games, but it basically forces your hand. Either you start watching a ton of ads or you look at the in-app purchases. The idle part starts to feel very active and frustrating.
Okay, so the grind is real. And we talked about the forced resets. What else are players complaining about? What are the big frustration points?
Ad fatigue is a huge one. Just being bombarded with prompts to watch ads over and over.
Right, it stops feeling like a bonus and starts feeling like a chore.
Exactly. Then there are the IEPs, the in-app purchases. They can get expensive. And people talk about paywalls, especially around the manager cards. You need to progress efficiently.
Manager cards?
Yeah.
So you can't just earn them easily?
Not the good ones, often. It's random drops or watching more ads or buying packs. We saw one review, I think it was on Google Play, saying, microtransactions are unavoidable. Free-to-play becomes impossible unless you're watching ads all day.
Whoa, that's blunt.
And you see that same feeling echoed everywhere. Reddit, YouTube comments, other reviews. It's a common pain point.
Okay, so this ties right into monetization. We've talked on it, but let's really unpack how idle Theme Park Tycoon makes its money and, how players feel about that system.
Sure. So 2 main ways. First, rewarded video ads. Watch an ad, get a boostable income for a bit, fill up that piñata thing faster, maybe get a manager card.
Standard stuff for mobile games.
Pretty standard, yeah. The second is direct in-app purchases. Buying booster packs with cards or tokens, VIP tickets for events, Golden Gates upgrades, and the famous no ads forever option.
Which probably isn't cheap. What are the price points like?
They range. You can get like 2 hours of no ads for maybe $1.99, but then packs of tokens or cards can go from $9.99 up to like $23.99. Event tickets or VIP bundles might be $15.99, $19.99.
So not insignificant amounts.
Definitely not pocket change for most people, but the bigger issue, according to the sources, isn't just the price tags, it's how the game pushes you towards them.
How so?
Well, like we said with the manager cards, a lot of core mechanics, leveling up managers, doing well in events they feel locked behind either pure random luck from card drops or watching an almost unreasonable number of ads.
So progress feels gated.
Very much so. That player quote again. It's pay-to progress disguised as an idle game. Either watch 15 ads a day or buy the $20 bundle again.
Yikes. So if you're just playing casually, maybe the first few parks are fine?
Exactly. Enjoyable even. But if you actually want to complete everything, get all the managers, compete in events, you're almost certainly going to hit that paywall or that ad wall. It's the idle trap in action.
Gotcha. Okay, shifting gears slightly, how does the game actually run? Technical performance? Any differences between iOS and Android?
Performance is generally pretty good, actually. Sources say it runs well even on Android devices that are like 5 years old. That's decent optimization.
That's good to hear.
But there are some platform quirks. On iOS, some users reported losing their save files when switching devices if they didn't use Game Center. Imagine losing all that progress.
Oh, that would be devastating.
Right. And on Android, there have been bugs with Google Play logins, weird non-registered user errors locking people out.
So, a few tech headaches possible, but the actual game content, the updates like the Arcade Center, the new themes, that's the same on both.
Yeah, content parity seems solid. Everyone gets the new parks, events, the piñata system. Though iOS often gets described as feeling a bit more polished, and the ratings are slightly higher there. Could be smoother updates, maybe? Or, potentially, iOS users might just have a slightly higher tolerance for ads. It's hard to say for sure.
That's an interesting thought. Okay, so if Codigames is listening, or if they wanted to really, level up the game for 2025 and maybe ease off that idle trap feeling, what could they do? What suggestions came up?
Well, looking at the feedback and potential improvements, they seem to fall into 3 big areas. First is fixing some core game design issues.
Okay, like what?
Like that reset problem. Instead of a hard reset, maybe a soft reset or prestige system, you reset a park, but you keep some permanent bonuses, maybe unlock new perks. So it feels like building on progress, not losing it.
That makes sense. Keep the loop, but make it feel rewarding.
Exactly. Also, maybe a custom park mode. Just let players build freely, creatively, without the pressure of the main progression.
A sandbox mode. People love those.
Totally. And adding more depth, like synergy bonuses. Maybe putting a Ferris wheel near a specific food stand gives both a little boost. More strategy.
Oh, I like that. Encourages thoughtful placement.
And skill-based mini-games in that arcade center, maybe. Let players earn some boosters through gameplay, not just luck or watching ads. And finally, more strategic upgrade paths choose speed or capacity or maybe guest comfort. More player choice.
Right, giving players more real agency. That sounds much better. What about the money side? How could they make monetization feel fairer? Less like pay to progress.
Yeah, monetization reforms. A big one would be a manager shop. Let players save up tokens maybe and buy the specific manager they need instead of relying on random card packs.
Takes out the frustrating randomness.
Huge difference. Also, maybe a well-designed season pass like a battle pass. Clear goals, predictable rewards for both casual and paying players. Done right, those can feel pretty fair. And ad tokens could be smart. Let players bank ad views, maybe watch a few when they have time, then redeem the boosts later when they need them. Fights that immediate fatigue.
That is clever. Watch when convenient, use when needed.
And finally, just smarter offers. Use analytics to offer bundles that actually make sense for how someone plays instead of just throwing expensive generic packs at everyone.
Personalized, less intrusive.
Okay.
And the last category, keeping people playing long term.
Retention mechanics. Things like daily and weekly missions. Small, achievable goals with decent rewards to keep people logging in.
Gives you a reason to check back in.
Exactly. A broader prestige talent tree that gives permanent perks across all your parks as you progress through the game. That creates a real sense of meta progression.
Like your whole empire is getting stronger, not just the current park.
Precisely. Social features could help too, gifting small boosts to friends. Builds community.
Yeah, always nice to help out a friend.
And finally, park showcases. Let players submit their best park designs, let others vote or rate them. Taps into that creative side and adds a social, competitive element.
Those all sound like solid ideas to make it stickier in a good way.
Yeah, encourage more active, long-term fun, not just grinding or paying.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, Idle Theme Park Tycoon in 2025. Our deep dive suggests what? A polished game, lots to do.
Definitely polished, good visuals, lots of content.
But also kind of a prime example of that idle trap. Easy to get into, looks great, feels rewarding at first.
But gets progressively harder to really enjoy long term unless you're willing to spend significant money or just grind out watching tons and tons of ads.
So verdict, is it still worth the ride?
I'd say if you're a casual player, someone who likes the look, enjoys that initial burst of progress, maybe plays for short sessions, yeah, it's probably still one of the better idle games out there for that. You can have some fun.
Dip in, dip out.
Exactly. But if you're completionist, if you want everything, if you want to top the leaderboards or collect all those managers,
Then what?
then you need to go unprepared, expect a serious grind, be ready to potentially open your wallet, or honestly, prepare for some real frustration when you hit those walls.
Fair warning.
It really raises that bigger question for players, doesn't it? How much is your definition of fun worth when it feels like it's locked behind a paywall or buried under just endless ads? Where do you draw the line?
That's the $1 million question, or maybe the $20 bundle question here. A lot to think about.
Indeed.
That wraps up this week's episode of Next Level Weekend. If Idle Theme Park Tycoon is your kind of jam, or if this whole discussion got you thinking, you're going to love the next one. We're diving into the psychology of what makes mobile games addictive and, yeah, how devs design for compulsion.
Ooh, that'll be juicy.
It should be. Let us know what you think. Tell us what you're playing, what you're building, and whether your park is filled with dragons or donuts. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, share those park tips.
You don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Leave a review if you enjoyed this deep dive, and follow us for the latest in mobile gaming insights.
It really helps us out.
Until next time, keep building, keep tapping, and keep leveling up.